Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are just gonna go over the comments that you guys made on the question that I asked over here. Tell me one thing you like and one thing you dislike about these brokers based on your own personal experience, right? DRF and XNES, and that's basically what we're gonna go through, right? A lot of people asked me about XNES and I saw some very good feedback in that Telegram group that I have. But it's always good to get a community involved because I don't use XNES. So I can't give any feedback on XNES. Now, the best thing to do is to obviously get that feedback from people who actually uses the broker, including DRF as well, because I will be looking at taking up a DRF account and focus on synthetic indices on there as well. So let's go through the feedback and hopefully the feedback will be taken positively and, it's maybe something that they could potentially work on, because there's always a good and a bad. I always believe that no broker is perfect, like you're not going to find, especially when it comes to not local brokers, but apart from brokers that allow you to trade synthetic indices, right? I'm talking about forex indices, commodities, precious metals, and all of these things that we normally trade on a daily basis, right? There's no broker that is that is perfect, right? I think every broker has got their flaws and the good and the bad. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. XNES reduces leverage during the news, bro. That is messed up. DRF ain't got no problem with DRF there as well. XNES, I love no swap, but I don't like the spread. I only use XNES on that too. The only thing I dislike are the spreads on indices for macro accounts. Let's see, does XNES have macro accounts for currencies? Okay, it seems like this gentleman didn't know there, so now you've basically know. I never traded on DRF. Okay, cool, thank you. I love everything about DRF. As for XNES, never use it. Thank you for that. I have used XNES, and one thing I do not like is the withdrawal process. So you can see we do get a little bit of mixed of different things that people like and dislike about these brokers. And then we've got DRF over here. I like the speed of the withdrawal process, the spread and synthetic indices XNES. So the spreads of the accounts are too big. XNES, I do not like micro indices and their spreads. Okay, so they don't have, you must just check if they've got, I don't know, if they got standard indices there as well. Okay, next one over here. Only downside with DRF is the limited withdrawal method. Seems like you want to go and take all their money. Only e-wallets are supported in SA. I see. I use Skrill on the other hand, and I haven't used my XNES account as yet. Incorrect. You can withdraw via ZingPay and Ozo as well. 3 years trading on DRF, never withdrawn. One day. Cool. I had a screenshot this comment. All right, cool. Good luck, my friend. Maybe next time. DRF does boom and crash. Yeah, DRF is it allows you to trade synthetic indices. One thing I do not like about XNES is they only offer micro indices, but overall good, worthy, trustworthy broker. Okay, cool. So that's why I say, we've got some mixed reactions or mixed comments over here. Because like I said, in that Telegram group that I have, people saying, like the withdrawal processes are good and and all of these things, but I think it's more about educating the public on what you can experience, and maybe you can go out there and experience it yourself. Like this gentleman saying, yeah, learning so much from the comments. I do not like excess limited deposit only, which eventually led to my account being frozen. No, you can't deposit too much. We've got trading manipulation during news, even on positions held over there. And then you wonder why all of a sudden the market managed to hit your stop loss that the market never even reads. You can't take them. So I don't know if this is the case with and even for pairs that had nothing to do with it. So I don't know if this is the case, right? I do not trade news at all, so I wouldn't know what happened during a news event. I do remember trading news probably many years ago on JP Market still, and there you would get slipped, completely slipped. Because what happened before high impact news is released, right? The spreads tend to swell probably 2 3 times. It will increase. Spreads will increase massively, right? Because they know people like to, it's just to take you out before the time. So if you had an order placed at 1 and during the news you get taken out at 3, but that's because the spreads had increased to 3. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. But spreads definitely with any broker, right? Any broker, and anybody can correct me who trades fundamental data can correct me if I'm wrong. But any broker has got some very ugly spreads when just before I pick news kicks in. I only use DREF and I'm happy. The spreads are good. That's good. Dynamic operandi. Sorry, dynamic leverage also works to my advantage. Easy withdrawals and easy swap free account offers everything under one account. That's beautiful. I've only ever used XNES, never had any issues. Great spread and withdrawals are quick. Okay, cool. Deed of semi withdrawals, XNES, great client support, great. So as you guys can see, we do have some mixed reviews coming through here as well. I'm definitely opening up an account with DRF because I want to look at starting my journey, not starting my journey, but basically just on synthetic indices. Just see how the market moves with synthetic indices, and then potentially basically just make sure that we start getting into that habit there as well. So there we have it. We've got XNES, we've got DRF over here, and I think the main two things. One thing, DRF, they do allow you to trade synthetic indices, and XNES over here, and I do think DRF also offers the opportunity. Yeah, you can trade. I think you can. I'm not sure, but maybe you can trade forex on DRF as well. But that's kind of I think that's kind of the vibes between the two guys. Firstly, thank you for the feedback. I will leave a link in the description box below if you guys do want to sign up to any of these brokers. But that's about it. And then another thing I do wanted to add though is that I would believe XNES is a regulated broker. I would assume that DRF is as well. So, yep, guys, that is it from my side. I want to say thank you so much for everyone who participated. I really appreciate it. And that's it from my side. Thank you for your time. And as always, cheers for years.